Welcome back to another episode of The Careful Boys. Hey, who's like a famous person you guys genuinely thought was dope and you liked them, and then they got exposed for something?
Chris Tucker.
For real?
Love Chris Tucker.
Okay, what did he get exposed for?
Epstein stuff.
See, and then it made you think, like.
But he says he didn't know what the hell's going on.
So you think you? So you're saying everybody that has anything to do with the files or the flight log, you don't like them no more?
It's not that I don't like him. It's just I can't trust them.
How come you still like Epstein himself then?
I'm a fan of his work. What can I say? No, like when I saw 2 Chainz, yo, not 2 Chainz. When I saw Pusha T, I love Pusha T, and I saw that he was on the Epstein files. I was like, how is Pusha T on Epstein Island?
In what context was he on there?
There's
Listening to his music on the plane.
Yeah. There was an eyewitness report.
I thought he was getting girls for like Jay-Z and Diddy or whatever.
That's what it was. It was like he was like bringing girls for like, and that was like
and Pong.
But Tucker's explanation was they were all going somewhere to do some sort of nonprofit charity event, and they're like, "Hey, just jump on this plane. Everyone's gonna be on it." So he's like, "Oh shit, okay."
Yeah, sure.
And like, I mean, that happens to us too. We just jump in a bus with people, and we find out later they're like a fraud or whatever. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not condoning Epstein or whatever. I'm just saying,
Check
like,
Bart Kwan's name right now.
but it's just you just don't know half the people you're with them sometimes.
No, you're right. No, that was more of a joke than anything, but I think you just have to be careful on who you really enjoy.
Who's your celebrity then? Conor McGregor?
That was a big one, dude. The tear comes out of my eye.
He was on?
No, he was on Epstein.
No, not Epstein. Just so the prompt. Celebrities that you love.
You love that he was on a rise, and then
he turned into some crazy mofo.
Then he's just wilding out, dude. He's just punching old guys in the bar. You're just like, dude, this guy has a drinking problem.
Mine is Tom Hanks, honestly.
Tom Hanks.
Whoa, what happened?
You're a big fan of Tom Hanks?
Actually, I might feel you on this one.
I really like Tom Hanks. I like all the roles he plays. I like all the movies he plays. He makes. And then starting during COVID with the like weird glove picture to the Pizzagate to all the Wayfair stuff, I just can't stop but shake. I just can't shake that like the contaminated association that I have now.
So much, because it even came down to like the Wilson ball from Castaway and that logo being reprinted on different people's like outfits.
Yeah.
He was the first celebrity that got COVID, right? Like, wasn't he like one of the first big?
Yeah, he was like one of the first ones to actually, it was a serious thing. Yeah.
Bro, oh my God, he has COVID.
So I just can't shake it. And then, you know, like when you know people in real life, when people are too perfect and too squeaky clean, they usually have the darkest skeletons in their closet. And I'm like, that guy is fucking squeaky clean. And then he has a crazy ass son too, right? Doesn't he like make reggae or some shit?
He's chill though.
They're just like, man, I don't know. It's just hard for me to shake that feeling.
Anybody likes reggae?
No, he does like.
No, he makes reggae or whatever.
He speaks like what's the Jamaican
patois?
Patois.
Like, yeah, you just don't think.
He calls people bomba clots.
You don't think the son of Tom Hanks would turn out like? Imagine the son of.
Did he grow up in Jamaica?
Like imagine the son of
just
Tom
loves the
Hanks
culture.
becomes an island boy or some shit. You're like, what the fuck?
I believe he coined
like,
the term.
What kind of dad are you?
He coined the term. It's a white boy summer. So,
dude, A-listers kids turn out fucked up though, dude.
Fucked up.
How can they not though? And sometimes that kid gets interviewed, and then the whole time he's just talking about his relationship with his dad, and it's like. Seems like it wasn't that strong.
So that's one of the ones where I'm like, I just can't shake it. I want to, but I just can't.
It's true. It's not so much that you believe all of it. It's a association in your mind now.
Forrest Gump.
I know.
He had some bangers.
All it takes is the next big like controversy that pops up. I fucking knew it. You know, I'll be like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to though. I don't want to.
Yeah. But his name is associated with some pretty bad
Crazy
stuff.
shit.
I will say, not to say that I like revered this human so deeply or was so culturally impacted, but I think the dynamic of this is also really interesting. Is Stephen Hawking. I just didn't know, especially like after his death, all these images, like it's kind of wild.
Tim just chilling on the chair with those 2 babes. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Or even the AI ones of him, Bill, like it's just.
He had to be. He probably can't even touch himself.
Or even before those files recently got released, like there was that one of there's like that video meme of like a girl giving dome, and then it's like the way that she's doing it, and suddenly it cuts to him, and he's like, oh, anyways.
A lot of celebrities that just.
I've never seen that meme. I've never seen that meme.
Don't make me play it.
You might have to now. to clear your name.
No, a lot of celebrities too that just open their mouth makes me go, why'd you just kept it shut?
Like who?
I felt like that about Seth Rogan. Oh, really? Yeah, just because like I don't know, it just was like kind of fucking. It's a small thing, but like because we're like from LA, it just kind of fucking bugged me. Like because Casey Neistat had tweeted about how like his car kept getting broken into or something because it got stolen, and then Seth Rogan he responded and said, oh yeah, so Casey Neistat's cars got robbed the morning, and then Seth goes, dude, I've lived here for over 20 years. You're nuts. It's lovely here. Don't leave anything valuable in it. It's called living in a big city. And I think it was so fucking smug. And then like it contrasts the way that he, I guess like invested into his Hollywood character.
Yeah. Yeah.
His like movies where he's like the likable guy. And I was like, dude, you fucking are not from LA and you're just telling people that like it's a byproduct of like you're just gonna settle with that like we should get jacked all the time.
Yeah, and it's called living in a big city. Like he's dumb.
Tokyo's an even bigger city, and I guarantee you can have valuables in your car and you're not getting broken.
But it's also like I it just annoys me when people that like they don't live in the same class level as you.
Yeah,
and
you're in Beverly Hills, bro.
And they're trying to tell you,
Yeah.
like in your neighborhood, that's like definitely more of a risk that like it's you're the problem because you don't fucking look at it a certain way.
Super out of touch.
Instead of just like people shouldn't steal, you know, like it's fucking retarded. So after that, I'm like, this guy's not fucking funny to me no more, you know? Yeah, it's just because like it's small.
Oh dang, that must feel really good.
Dude.
It fucking sucks because he can't defend his image. He's dead.
Damn, that sucks,
Come
Anthony.
on, dude.
Like people could just make fun of him.
Whoever made this they're not going to heaven, but I didn't make it.
Have you made that face before?
This one? I've made this face before. He's like this. It's easier.
He's like, hold up, let me fucking.
For me, it was Adam Carolla. I liked his show. Adam like hates everything, and I was like, oh, this guy's got a funny
Adam.
good show.
Oh, Adam hates everything.
Wait, was it Adam Carolla?
Are you thinking of Adam ruins everything?
No, Adam. The one that he does all those reviews. No, Adam Carolla was the fucking radio host.
Yeah,
he's cool.
nah,
I like
Adam Carolla is great.
Yeah. Yeah, who's the other guy? He went on Rogan.
The
and I
white
was
guy.
like,
The white
You're
guy
so
with the
fucking stupid.
Yeah, he was fucking an idiot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like.
Another Adam?
He's from Adam Ruins Everything.
And it ruins not loves everything. Yeah, but he would like it was kind of like Mythbusters and shit.
Yeah,
Like he would debunk certain things.
What was his bad take on?
He was like Penn and Teller bullshit for like other topics.
Yeah.
So to see him have like a really
Well, so he had a YouTube channel, and I was like, oh, this is weird. So I guess he's maybe representing like he's echoing what people believe in Hollywood, and that's fine, and it's very LA. But then he went on Rogan, and he started talking about all these things that he had no idea what he was saying, and when he was pressed on the issue, he would just like kind of fuck up. And he just doesn't know what he was talking about. And then so it was like about trans issues. It was about like gender issues. It was like everything that like on the surface, you say all the right things that you're supposed to say. Like, oh yeah, girls could be as strong as guys and whatever. And it's like, fine. But then when you're on a place like Rogan, he's going to test you and be like, what makes you say that? Where'd you get that information? Or just like, prove your point. Yeah. He couldn't do any of it. And he just like talked in circles and backtracked. And I was like, dude, he's so weird.
Yeah, he wasn't like it felt like it let us down because
he's so strong about it,
and he seems so smart in his episodes because you know like it's scripted, it's produced, it's directed, and then when he's like on a candid moment, actually having to like defend these points, he just broke down. He just wasn't good at talking, you know, kind of like what happened to Nick Shirley a little bit. But Nick Shirley wasn't ultimately wrong. He just that's just not his forum. Yeah, but yeah, Adam's points kind of. Like the same points that he'd make on his show in the Rogan conversation, he was losing them all. I was like, fuck.
So I think he's a great presenter and maybe he memorized the script and then he did that. But then like when it came down to producing his own thought, how he arrived at this conclusion, and then, you know, on the fly being able to respond, like simple questions. It was just like, he didn't know he was, but I think also how hot his take was, not like how hard he would defend it, and like he was so sure that's what was like such a big letdown because it's like you actually don't know anything.
was
You're
Adam
kinda
Conover.
stupid.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
So
the name.
was he trying to, if I remember correctly, was he trying to defend that like women can do any sport guys can do and they would be like
Yeah, it was like
just
things
as
like that.
good
It
or
was all
something?
yeah, it was like trans
Something
stuff,
similar to that, yeah.
But then and then
something
Rogan's
with
like
something with
what?
trans in sports or
Yeah.
like how it's not an unfair advantage if like a trans
Yeah.
is in a women's sport.
And then Joe Rogan, I think, pressed him also on like early like transitioning and the health effects. And then he was like talking about how like you probably shouldn't give minors like injections and hormones and things like that. And then Adam was just so sure that it was okay.
He kind of started parroting
like-
too, you know, when people don't know what to say, so they just keep repeating the same fact that they heard. And
Oh.
he started doing that, and I was like, God, man. I was hoping he'd have like, I didn't want him to lose. I was like, dude, I just want to hear some good points, but it didn't happen.
But it was just a big letdown because I think you know when some people communicate, they're like really smug about certain things and they're kind of like condescending, and then like it's actually not a good debate because you're not learning anything, and then you're like, oh man, like this guy's actually not a likable person. And I think that was a big letdown because I liked his show a lot.
Yeah, he didn't come back after that.
Nope,
Do you have anybody, Anthony, or you just want to?
he loves everybody.
I mean, I'll say like Will Smith.
Damn.
A big slapper.
Just even, I feel like a lot of things.
The way that whole thing went down made me hate him.
Every way that we grew up with him and saw him, all the way to maybe like I Am Legend.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then suddenly, like everything just felt weird and something that I didn't necessarily want to be like inspired by anymore. Or
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
yeah, you know, and same thing. It's like
Rap song he came out with.
yeah, his newer rap songs to like him just like taking it from his wife about how she's banging some other dude to like, you know, like yeah, the slap.
Man for so long, and he's just not. Yeah.
But you know what? Like if I zoom out and I don't put him on the pedestal that I once had, I'm like, you're a regular dude. Like I really don't give two shits. But because he was somewhere like right here, really just huge in my childhood, that like seeing it later, I'm like, man.
Sometimes maybe it's our fault. Maybe it's like we put him on. Like I put
100%.
Tom Hanks on a
100%.
pedestal.
For sure. Yeah.
Like Will's situation, it's sadly understandable. It's just not what you like. And that's what makes it feel so like, oh man, to me.
Those things
Yeah, I
where
agree.
like
I agree.
you look at his situation, you go, oh man, I feel bad for you. And it's kind of like pathetic. And then you would think that someone like him should probably deserve a loving wife. And it's the relationship that makes me go, oh fuck, I've seen this before. And it's usually by simp ass dudes that like are not in good relationships.
Yeah, or it seemed like your whole childhood, you're like, dude, this guy's so in control. But then when he slapped Chris Rock, you're like, this guy is not in control at all.
But if his kids love him and they're all good, like who gives a shit? Like at the end of the day,
Yeah, his kids are a little weird, bro.
if they all love each other, like power to you. I could really give a shit. For me, like what somebody who was like at one point really a role model, like watching him go through school made you want to go through school a certain way, you know? So it's like that kind of like deep connection, which I give him props for. Even like all the way through his like Men in Black era and stuff, that was just so pivotal to us. Yeah.
This one clip of him, he was very vulnerable and he was crying, but he was talking about his relationship with Jaden. And I'm like, damn, like this is like some Asian shit where like he said he was so hard on Jaden and he wanted him to make a Karate Kid so bad because he knows how the movie business works. So he's like, you make one good movie, you're fucking set for life. Royalties for life, right? So he wanted to set Jaden up with that as a kid. So he doesn't have to worry about the rest of his life. But that one movie ruined his relationship with his kid because he pushed him so fucking hard that like it has an eternal wedge. His kid can never come to him for any like the stuff that you need from your parents, any consoling or anything like that. And you just see him like ball and you're like, fuck, that's crazy. And I'm like, you totally get it because when you're a parent, you want to solve all your kids' problems, right? You're like, if I could set you up early, here's this fucking apple tree that'll provide apples for you for the rest of your life. Meanwhile, you ruin the relationship with the rest of your life.
That's the thing with him. Like I get him, and like to a strong degree, I can still highly respect and enjoy him. He's just not like my favorite anymore. Like I don't like it as much.
He never should have jacket on.
That is true.
Or jacket off.
I think it's like the pedestal thing that we do with celebrities is what makes it kind of fun too. Cause like you want to do that. You want to like, you know, put them at a higher standard just cause it's, you know, the part of the whole like consumption of entertainment. But I think Will Smith ended up doing shit that was sub-regular dude.
Yep.
It's that. It's like you could just do the wrong shit as a celebrity, whatever, that's life. But when you're like ending up less than just a normal guy with a regular life, I was like, dude, come on, man.
Just felt weird.
Yeah.